as pro-democracy protests continue in countries like Croatia, Mauritania, Iraq, Bahrain, Yemen, Algeria, and Lebanon. Nations such as Egypt advance to meet the demands of citizens, with military leaders setting March 19th as the date for a vote on amendments to the constitution, followed later by parliamentary and presidential elections.
Egypt's Prime Minister, Ahmed Shafik, also resigns in response to protesters' demand for the interim government to be free of association with the old regime, and is replaced by former Transportation Minister Issam Sharaf, who was among the original pro-democracy protesters himself.
Meanwhile, Tunisian officials freed the last 800 remaining political prisoners after releasing an estimated 3,000 over the past few weeks. In Algeria, around 5,000 students marched peacefully, calling for education and political reforms, with the government announcing a series of plans to improve the living conditions of citizens. Lebanese protesters, who organized through Facebook, meanwhile marched together peacefully, calling for an end to the old system of government, which they view as the source of much of the corruption and other serious problems facing Lebanese society.
Various media are reporting that Yemeni President Ali Abdullah Saleh has tentatively agreed to a plan presented by a coalition of minority political parties, tribes, and religious groups, which provide a roadmap for a peaceful transition of government, allowing him to step down gracefully by the end of this year. Meanwhile, in Côte d'Ivoire, or Ivory Coast, violence continues following contested presidential elections, with various media sources reporting that 7 women protesters were killed by government forces, prompting the UN Security Council to strongly request that all parties show the utmost restraint to prevent a return to civil war. BBC Radio and Radio France International have reportedly been taken off the air, while the UK's Guardian and BBC News agencies are saying that in the north of the country, a region traditionally loyal to contested presidential winner Alassane Ouattara, the government has also shut off water and electricity services.